Hello folks and welcome back to Shogun Total War. I am Step and this is going to be part 27 of my Sengoku Jidai campaign where I'm playing as Clan Imagawa. And we are wrapping up this campaign, or we are getting to that part where we're going to be wrapping up this campaign in the next few episodes. In the last episode I believe I was able to take a few of these territories, and I have quite a few sieges that I'm going to have to resolve. And it's up to me to decide whether I want to siege out these garrisons or if I want to attack them. A few of them are going to take a while. For instance, this garrison up here in Noto. It just has melee soldiers, some Yari Ashigaru and some Yari Cav. So I could attack it, otherwise it's going to take over a year for this garrison to starve out. So I think that's a no-brainer where I have to attack that one. Since it is just melee soldiers that are defending it, I will be able to simply shoot them full of arrows and end it that way. And let's see, here in Kaga, I'm going to leave them alone because I have warrior monks in a castle starving to death. That's a victory. It's sad. I wish that I could have faced them a second time on the field, but I'm not going to attack a castle just to give them an honorable death, because that would lead to a lot of my own men dead. It's only going to hold out for 2 more turns, so I'm not going to have to wait too long for that. This castle in Hida is going to fall at the end of this turn, and Kai, it's going to take 2 turns, and there's a lot of men in that castle, so even if I attacked it and shot them full of arrows, I wouldn't have enough arrows, and they have enough men to where I could take a lot of losses by assaulting this castle. So I'm going to leave them be. I'll starve them out. Down here in Izu, though, this is going to last 3 turns, and it's mostly just arquebusiers. Very, very weak in melee. I can cut them down. I'm just going to have to shoot this 1 unit of Yari Samurai, and then I can assault the castle. So that's going to be those 2 castles in Izu and Noto that I will be assaulting. The rest of them I'm just going to leave be for now. Once Izu is taken completely under my control, I can attack Sagami next. And there's really not much here. 3 units of spearmen, 2-star general, and 2 arquebusiers. I would assume that they would retreat back to Masashi, or actually maybe just stay in their castle and starve to death, actually, is what seems to be the pattern. Once Sagami is taken, of course, I can move on to Masashi, and then I can start activating my armies in Shinano to push out into Kuzuke, and so on and so forth. Echigo, Sato, all that good stuff. Well, it is autumn. It is time for me to set the taxes to punitive so I can make some money here, and I'm going to continue upgrading the soldiers that I am training. So in Yamashiro, I'm going to be going for Swordsmith so that my Yari Samurai have better attack stats. Bison, looking for a Drill Dojo so I can improve that rallying effect of any routing units. And let's see, Io, going for that Legendary Archer Dojo for that +2 honor. And I don't think I'm doing anything different in these places. No, that should be it. So, without further ado, let's. Oh yeah, and I did want to. So down here, I've had my heir in this army for a while, but since he's a 2-star heir, this is my 2nd eldest. I've decided to not do that anymore. I'm gonna get him out of that army, keep him safe, so that I can distinguish who he is on the battlefield, and I will have him lead another army, so that he shows up as the general, and I can keep track of him. So he will be leading his own army soon enough. Here, I probably should have done that a lot earlier. I just wasn't really thinking of it. So, in any case, let's end this turn. Taxes are set. Yes, they are. Everything's looking Gucci. Yes, it is. Let's end this turn. No, not enough money. That's okay. That's fine. Golden Palace is finished in Totomi, so there's a +2 morale for my archers that I trained there. Drill Dojo finished in Shinano, so a bonus to the rallying of the Yari Cav that I trained there. Maybe that now when they run away, they will come back, perhaps. Probably something I should have built a long time ago, really. No surprise here, another one of my ninjas was discovered trying to break into a castle. They just will not stop failing me in this campaign. Castle Assault in Noto. I'm gonna, just do this one manually just because I do have I have plenty of ranged soldiers and they have 0 ranged soldiers, so I should not lose any men in this assault. This might actually be a good time to send in my ninjas, because there's like nothing in there, so I wonder if I could just go right in here and throw some throwing stars at them from point blank range. Wouldn't that be cool? My archers really don't seem to be doing jack shit right now. And are they gonna attack my ninjas? No, don't attack my ninjas. See, I was hoping they just kind of like chill and hang out there, but maybe because they're getting shot by my archers. Let's see if I can figure this out. Well, I'm not really getting any shots with my ninjas, but I think just by moving them in and out of the castle, I'm getting these units to move around enough so that they're getting shot by my archers. At least that's what it seems. It seems to be working, kind of. Uh-oh. Oh, no. I'm getting charged. I'm getting charged. No. Get out of there. Get out of there. Oh, no. I think I just lost an entire unit of ninjas. They wouldn't leave. They wouldn't leave the goddamn castle. They got freaking trapped in here. All right. Send in the spears. Send in the spears. Remember earlier when I was saying that I should be able to take this without losing anyone? And I just lost an entire unit of ninjas this way. But, at least I'll take the castle. And, actually I only lost... Okay, I lost half a unit of ninjas. That's okay. That's alright. Alright, I got the unit of cav out in the open. And, are they charging my general now? Interesting. Alright, how about I just get my own cav up here? I don't want them to charge my archers. This is getting weird. I usually don't have units leaving the castle to attack me. So I got my own cav coming in to charge them down, but they might just get wrecked. Yeah, they're just going to get wrecked by my archers, and that's going to be the end. Any moment now. Any moment. One of these arrows is going to take him out. Come on, I have hundreds of archers shooting at him right now. God. And here stands this one man fighting off against my entire unit. And so far, he's killed I've lost 10. I think maybe my archers shot a few of my own guys. But yeah, so far he's not dying. Yeah, he's killed another one. Jesus Christ. God. Who is this man? Is he like a top general? Stop shooting. Seriously, guys, stop shooting. Go that way. Walk. Go that way. Hey, there we go. Finally. It took my spearmen to kill him. I'm seriously, I don't know what it is. I cannot get Yari Cav to work. Ugh. Alright. So, what should have been a casualty-less battle for me ended up losing 24 men. Let's see. Lost 6 ninjas, 16 Yari Cav, and 1 Yari Samurai. I don't even know how. How did I lose the Yari Samurai? I don't... Alright, Izu. 2 more turn... What? This is the... Come on! I told my guys to attack it. Alright. I've had my suspicions about siege orders being dropped in this game before. And now I feel like my suspicions are being confirmed. Because I was positive that I told my army to attack Izu. So my eldest son has gained a 4th rank, yada, yada, yada. No, let's go back. Average harvest, whatever. So here's what happened here in Izu. And this is starting to really piss me off because what happened here was because I took my youngest son, this 2-star general, out of this army. And because he's an archery unit, I replaced him with another archer unit. And then just to double check that this army was going to siege out this castle and, you know, like attack it, I put this army on this castle for a second time. Now, when you do that, it doesn't see it said you want to wish to end the siege. Yes, which means attack. Do it a second time. It's the same message, so it should be the same command, right? So this is the experiment now. I'm going to say yes again, and we'll see if they're going to actually attack, or if I'm going to have to wait another turn. Because that's my suspicion, is that that's what happened there. I mean, I can even check my recording after this is done, but I swear that I put my army on this castle to end the siege. And I felt like this has happened multiple times while playing this game. I just wasn't sure. I just thought, oh, geez, I must have forgot. No, I'm not forgetting. It's this, it like drops my commands when you do it twice. In any case, I guess I'll find out during this end turn whether that's true or not. Let's see. All right, up here, the army that just took this castle here in Noto, I think is probably strong enough for me to attack Sato. Now I have all my troops moved up, and now I just have to put in some build orders. Totomi, let's see, for my archers and Totomi, what do I want next? I am thinking perhaps a famous swordsmith for that +2 attack in Totomi. Shinano for my Yari Cav here. I can... Why not build an armory? Yes, that seems like a decent idea. Yamashiro, how are we looking? Working on a swordsmith. Iga. And anywhere else where I want to build anything. Bison is good. What about my ninjas? Alright, all looking fine. And now I just have to put in build orders for my units. I didn't have enough money in the last episode to build a few units, but I should have enough money now to train as many units as I'd like. So keep them coming in Iga. Let's see, Omi's fine, Yamashiro. I just want to train units in the provinces that I've built up to have, you know, buildings that train good units, because I don't need to be building units everywhere where I can right now. That'd just be a waste of money. And Tosa's fine. I can do Archer and Io. And some more battlefield ninjas as well. And that should do it. Alright. Looking good. And yes, I will be attacking Sato up here. I'm going to do my little experiment down here in Izu to see if I actually am going to attack this castle. And if not, that's okay. I should follow the turn after naturally. In the meantime, let's just get on with it. Palace is finished in Bungo for the +1 morale for my ninjas that are trained there. And same thing in Buzen. And I have the armory for armored ninjas in Nagato. And I have that swordsmith in Seoul for +1 attack for my ninjas there. And that legendary archery dojo for my archers in Io has finished. Palace is finished for those +1 morale for my Yari Cav that are trained in Tosa. And another palace is finished for Yari Samurai that are trained in Omi. And yet again, my ninjas were discovered trying to break into one of these castles. It's just absurd. Castle assault. Here we go. So I don't understand what happened then. You know, like, I don't get it. If this wasn't the reason why they didn't attack last term, then I don't know what was. Is it because I brought someone from outside of the province into the province and that canceled it? I don't know. I'm going to have to like check the footage afterwards and see like what I'm doing differently sometimes that could cause it. And I get to fight in heavy fog. Sweet. God damn it. Okay, well, this is the one where it's just a bunch of guns and then this one unit of Yari Samurai. Now, the guns should not be getting any damage against me because they're behind the walls of the castle. So I just have to shoot down this one unit of Yari Samurai, and that should be pretty much a job well done, because after that I just have to run in there with my spearmen and kill all of the gunners. In any case, it looks like I could just let the gunners keep shooting, because I think they're shooting their own men in the back right there. I don't think my archers are doing that damage. But what's surprising me is that this is something that I didn't know ever, is that apparently they actually do have a way of shooting through the wall. Because my general unit's taking like heavy casualties. I need to get him out of there right now. Like there. Because I did not know that. I did not know that they could shoot through, like they have these little like portholes where they can shoot through the wall. That's really interesting to me. Huh. That's making me consider like defensive castle strategies, because in a lot of cases, oh yeah, I guess by now I could just charge through. Yeah, I got rid of the spears, so now we can just charge in there. But yeah, interesting. Okay, cool stuff to know. Now I'm just going to send my spears all in there. And I may as well send in my cav as well. Huh, yeah, I got, that's giving me a lot to think about, because, you know, if I do need to ever play super defensively, which I don't know if I ever would have that play style, but if that was something that I needed to do in a further campaign where I could have a big castle, because the big castles let you have troops that can survive longer, because it basically can hold more food. And you have that big castle, and then you force it so that the AI has to attack you, and you're in a position where you can just shoot that at them. I wouldn't use arquebusiers, I'd be using musketeers, of course, because they are better. But if this is a viable, you know, defensive strategy, obviously I would not have my men stacked behind so that they'd be getting shot by guys through the wall, or shot by guys behind them. But yeah, that's a very interesting thing for me to learn right now, because I did not know that that was the case in this game. And frankly, I might actually take a decent amount of casualties just from charging in here with my soldiers. I mean, yeah, if you look at the kill ratio bar up here, they're doing a fair bit of damage to me. A fair bit indeed. Yeah, guns in this game can be effective in the right circumstances. Now we are nearing the end of this spirited defense by this gunner-heavy army. They have made a surprisingly effective attempt at defending this castle, but this is going to be the end for them. There's 25 men in this unit, 3 men in left this unit. I have my ninjas in there chopping away in close quarters, trying to get some good experience for them so that, you know, you don't need to back out. You can kind of go right back in there and keep doing your job, good sir. Make sure everyone's on attack at will, and we can finish off the remaining 4 arquebusiers in this castle. 2 and 2 more left, 1 more left. There he is, and there we're done. Yeah, I lost 148 men in that battle, and I kind of wish that there's an option for me to see how many men, like I want to see this screen, but for my enemy's army, so I could see how many men those gunners killed for the enemy army. Because I'd be really curious to see how effective they were. I mean, my general unit did lose 20 men, and I never brought them inside that castle. So my general's unit lost 20 men by getting shot by gunners inside of the castle. That's really, really interesting. Huh. The more you know. Wow. Yeah, I am shocked. I did not know that they had actual portholes in the walls of the castles in this game. Interesting indeed. All right. So the AI has retreated from Sato. So cool. I took Sato without a fight. That's nice. Kai has finally fallen to my soldiers. One more turn before the siege in Echu falls to me. The castle in Kaga has fallen to me. We're coming along, guys. So yeah, one more turn for that to be over, and how are we looking in Sato? 2 turns for this castle to fall. So now I can bring my daimyo's army up from Kaga to Sato because there's a port there. So then I can attack next turn into Dewa. That'll be nice. Might get a decent little battle there as well, which would be nice to get a battle in this turn. And so I got my, this is my second eldest son. Yes, it is. And I can bring these, no, not this soldiers, but I think these soldiers. And I think maybe I can attack Kuzuke with his army in this turn. And I think I can take, this army got a little banged up by the siege here in Izu, but I think they're still strong enough to where they can go right into Sagami and fight there. And I can probably just take this army from Kai and attack Musashi as well. So I'm just going to keep this rolling. I'm going to try to take as many territories as I can as fast as I can. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hang on a minute. So the general of this 3-star general of the army here in Izu, his name is Tokugawa Nobuyasu. But he's not my family member because that's indicated as not being my family. You would see my family members have the Imagawa Mon next to their name. And I thought that this guy's name was Tokugawa Nobuyasu. In fact, yes, it is. That's Tokugawa Nobuyasu. I have a what's it called? Was it called when an imposter? I have an imposter in my forces. I have 2 Tokugawa Nobuyasus. Did the game seriously just randomly give me that as a name for one of my generals? That is just because now I'm gonna look at all of my generals. Kikawa Motonaga. I'm wondering if is that famous? Is that someone famous too? I think this guy is famous. I think this is a real guy. Mizuno Nobumoto. Ooh, actually, I don't know. It has to be, though. There's a lot about the samurai warriors of this time that I don't know about. So, were there 2 Tokugawa Nobuyasus, though? That can't be true. That has to be a mistake or a glitch or something. That is crazy. And with that, I'm looking to be ready to make my push into these 3 territories, Sagami, Musashi, and Kuzuke. I'm just going to wait until, of course, this castle's finished here in Echu before I attack Echigo. And then my daimyo will be making his attack on Dewa next turn. So, without further ado, let's get on with it. Hey, there we go. One of my ninjas successfully ended a siege. Well, well, well. And you guys were doubting me. Well, in your face, ninjas are useful, and I've proven it. There we go. Nana nana boo boo. Alright, and yeah, so they retreated from Sagami. I'm not going to get a fight there. That's to be expected. And they have retreated from Kuzuke. That's to be expected as well. And I will be fighting in Musashi. River Province. So typical. Let's do this. I have mixed feelings about this. On one hand, there's nothing more than I love than there's nothing that I love more than shooting Nodachi Samurai with arrows. However, I am going to be fighting in the rain, so my arrow's going to have less effect. And in addition to that, this is one of those stupid rivers where I can't fit anything on this side of the bridge. So I just have my millions of archers stacked on this side. I'll be able to have 3 or 4 of them shoot it once. But we're just going to have to wait until some of these guys run out of ammo before I get the rest of them involved in this fight. So this is going to be even more tedious than usual. Also, they do have some archers themselves. I mean, 4 units, so I'm going to be taking a decent bit of casualties on my men, but this is what I came here, and hopefully this is what you came here for as well. Let's watch a unit of warrior monks just become nothing. Yes. Yes. Give me more of that, please. They're under 10, and because they won't run away, because their morale is so high, they're still in the fight. Down to 2. Down to... yeah. Yeah. Alright, 3 units of Nodachi Samurai is next. Well, now this unit of Yari Samurai is running away, but I think they've done their jobs. Maybe not. They didn't quite do their jobs. They brought a Samurai Archer unit into range, which is... I guess that's fine, because I have a 3-to-1 shooting advantage against him, so he's going to be taking some casualties, which means that going forward, I will be taking less casualties on my remaining units of Yari Samurai, so there is a silver lining here, but... Then they go into loose formation, they're going to take less casualties, and I really, really just want to be shooting at the guys dressed in red. This unit of Nodachi Samurai is getting pretty close to catching this last little straggler here. Let's see if he makes it. It's going to be really close. Okay, I think he made it. Oh, that was close there, buddy. He almost didn't make it. Here goes another unit of Yari Samurai running away, which... I guess you could say it makes sense. I kind of let them get a little too close to that unit of Nodachi Samurai before I turned them around. That's my bad. That was on me, guys. But your sacrifice will not be in vain as we watch yet another unit of Nodachi Samurai disappear. Here goes the third unit of Nodachi Samurai, and if we can do enough damage to them, hopefully we can start working on these units of Yari Ashigaru. There's only 2 of them. And, of course, this general unit of Yari Cav. And I feel like we're getting close to being able to make a push here. Maybe 1 or 2 more runs to get rid of these Ashigaru, predominantly them. I mean, 23 Nodachi is still something, so I'd like to get them down a little bit more. 8 Nodachi Samurai, and then 11 or 14 Nodachi Samurai in those 2 units. This is going to be a bloody one. I'm going to have to assault this one. I do not have any cav available to me in my army. It's just infantry, it's just spearmen and archers. In some ways, the quintessential units for storming a bridge, but in other ways, it is nice to have some mobility once you get to the other side, and I'm not going to have that in this case. So, I think since I do have just about half of my game time remaining for this battle, I'm going to spend, I have more ammo, so I may as well use it. And they want to send over another unit of archers instead? Hey, I'll take it. I'd rather shoot them than Ashigaru, to be honest. Because, as is, they can fight me better than Ashigaru. They have better morale, they have a better attack and defense stats. So when it comes to the unit that's going to hold me longest, at this bottleneck right here, it's going to be them. So if they want to send their archers forward to defend that bridge, I'll take it. And now that another unit of Yari Samurai has broken, it's a little bit of a bad timing because I just got charged by the Yari Cav unit just as they were breaking. And in this case, I'm going to have to hurry up a unit of spearmen to defend my archers very, very quickly here. Now, yes, the cavalry unit is taking a lot of casualties from these archers, and that's always a good thing. And they've sent up another unit of archers as well. At this point, the only really healthy units that they have is these 2 units of Ashigaru that they have just refused to send into my archers. And that's interesting. But in this case, I do have a few units that have ammunition, but I'm starting to think that maybe what I need to do now... In fact, yeah, I've made up my mind. I think that now I have to keep, I'm going to be fighting right within bow range anyway. So my guys that still have ammunition will have a chance to still fight, shoot their arrows. It's just that in this case, they're going to be shooting into melee combat, which is still fine. So I'm running out of time, and that's the decision I'm going to make here is I'm going to charge over with my spearmen. I still have 3 healthy units left, and then 3 half units. And then I have these archers that are out of arrows. They can fight as well. And we're just gonna have to grind this one out. For now, we just have one unit of archers versus my spearmen that are on the bridge here. It says that their archers are winning, and that is unfortunate, but these units that are back here are getting picked up by my archers. These Nodachi samurai are getting some shots, you know, against them by my archers. Are they out of ammo? Yep, send them in. And let's see, Ashigaru. Let's see if we can get some arrows in on them as well. That would be preferable. And this is going to be a grind. Those Nodachi are going to be tough. They do not have good defense stats, so when they take some hits, they will go down, but they will cause casualties, and they have high morale, so they're not going to be breaking. They will most likely be fighting to the last man, in some cases. And everywhere I look, it says that the enemy is winning their battles, but I just have so many numbers in this case that hopefully I can do enough damage on my archers firing. This one's not, so send them into battle. If you're out of arrows, then you gotta cross the bridge. I'm sorry, my friends, but that's how it works here. And now we've gotten our break, and this is where I wish that I had some cavalry, because I wish I could be running down men right now, and especially you, please, Ron, you're in the way of everyone else. For some reason, my guys that are in the front here aren't moving, and that is blocking everyone else up. There we go. That should do it. Got them all off the battlefield, and there should not be any reinforcements. Hurrah, hurrah. Sweet. So yeah, I lost some men, 154, but I killed a lot more of theirs than I lost. I killed 495. Battle well fought, I think. So, sweet. Got Musashi. Pillars some Koku. Not as much as I'd thought. Musashi is typically a pretty rich region, so that surprises me. But the castle in Echu province has fallen to my soldiers. And this means that I will be able to move on to just the last remaining bits here. I don't know if it's going to be another episode or 2 more episodes, but there really is not much left. Sagami is going to take 3 turns for this garrison to fall. And there's quite a few spearmen inside that castle. So that means that I'm probably going to let it starve out, because spearmen can really block up that hole pretty well. And there's 2 units of gunmen. So now that I have a newfound respect of gunmen that are behind castle walls, I don't want to attack Sagami. So that's going to be 3 turns to siege out that place. Musashi, it's only 140 men, but it's going to take over a year. So I'm going to have to attack Musashi. It's just mostly Ashigaru. Just a handful of Nodachi samurai, handful of archers, handful of Yari cav. So I will have to finish that. What about Kuzuke? Over a year. Dang, this is... Oh, God, this one's going to be tough. 3 units of healthy Naginata cav, in addition to 1 unit of warrior monks, and then a Yari cav unit, and then a cav archer unit, just to top it off. This is going to be a tough nut to crack, and I am going to have to assault it. Or get my ninjas after it, because this ninja was able to get in there, and was it him? Yes, I think it was him, because he was able to get in there and actually open the gates of a freaking castle. It's a goddamn miracle. So I would like to send him after this castle to see if we can kind of get around, assaulting that. And what are we seeing in Echigo? Not a bad army, actually. 3-star general, 4-star general. Jesus Christ. Kono Morishige. Wonder if he's famous. Mostly Nodachi samurai, 2 units of Yari samurai, and then some Naginata cav and some cav archers and some Ashigaru, just for good measure. So yeah, that's going to be what I have to look forward to the next episode, but this is going to be it for this episode. So I just want to say, if you've made it this far, thank you very much for watching. In the meantime, I've been Conacep, and this has been Shogun Total War. Thank you very much, and goodbye.